4 impressive zines from a tiny little comic fest. You never know where you find good stuff. Let's take a look. Hey everybody, I'm here at the Pickerington, Ohio Public Library. They've got a comics fest going on, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm relearning how to table. It's a fun challenge, but yeah, kids like comics. It's a good feeling. I've got, I think around maybe 7 or 8 total zines. I'm going to break this into 2 different videos so that I get a chance to talk about each one individually, each book with a little bit of depth. Some really nice stuff. Interesting variety also. So we're going to start with this one by Robbie Raw Melendez, and it's called Taggin Quest, The Art of Magic Beginnings. This is an interesting book. The reason why we were talking about it, he and I, and he gave it to me, is because we were talking about what one can do these days with home equipment and home technology. And this very glossy, gorgeous, photo quality book was done on his home. I think he said it was like an EcoTank printer. I mean, this is incredible. Digital artwork and basically a glorified photo paper. I mean, that's just amazing. And then on the inside, he just used this is like a cardstock. It's like a photo cardstock. And then he used something like a cardstock on this. But it's really nice. I mean, I'm not saying that because I'm surprised at his talent. I mean, that's evident. But the print quality is great. Usually when you see an inkjet, you see lines. Probably they'd be going this way because the printer would be going through. You don't see any of that. I mean, this stuff is perfect. So anyway, it's a cute little story. I think they call them the graffiti, what was it? The graffiti sigils. It's a magic type thing. And you've got your younger character with the 2 slightly older ones. And they're, going on their adventure. So this is your intro page. And then you start getting into this. But I mean, that's fantastic. And he's got a really good sense of the use of the digital colors. I mean, this looks... Does HD, is that the right way to say it? I mean, the definition, the clarity on this is just off the charts. And he uses a very white paper on the inside, which really accents the color. I mean, if you've got a quality printer, go with the white paper, and you also have to be able to utilize color appropriately. But I mean, this is nice. So I like it a lot. I wanted to share that one with you. Taggin Quest, The Art of Magic by Robbie Melendez. I hope to be able to find this so that I can share it with you. He does have a website. I think he's selling it, but I'll put anything I have on it in the show notes. And the next one I am going to show you is one done by a person, I believe her name was Abby, goes by the Instagram of Smiley Fingers. And this was interesting. We were talking about comics, and she had on kind of a Misfits band t-shirt cut off, and, you know, kind of had the look going. And so we were talking about zines and the like, and I said, "Are you into zines yourself?" She goes, "Yeah, I am." And I said, "Oh, really?" I go, "Do you make any?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm a student at the Columbus College of Art and Design." I go, "Oh, really? Okay, that's cool." And so she said she did, and I asked her if she had read Scott McCloud's Understanding Comics. And she says, "Oh, yeah, that's in my class. That's a required reading." And I go, "Oh." And she says, "Yeah, I'm at CCAD." So from there, we kind of got started. But she could tell that I was interested in zines, and she pulls this out of her pocket and says, "Hey, would you like to have this?" So, of course, I traded some zines with her. And this is called Bang. And like a good zine, you can see it's, you know, just a single side piece of paper. This one doesn't have anything on the back side like the Table Beasts or anything like that, but it's kind of neat. And it's a neat kind of exploration of art, perhaps almost in like a sketchbook type format. You can see you've got a face in here, you've got a person here, almost like a zombie type character. You've got the spinal column going up into a brain and eyeballs. I mean, really fun. Looks like it was done digitally. I can see some slight pixelation on some of this stuff. So anyway, it says, "Look at all this amazing artwork. Wonder where I could find some more." So go to Smiley Fingers and take a look. Nice little zine. Let's take a look at another one in a moment. All right, our next one is called "So Your Party Adopted a Kobold/Goblin" by Snow Lupinwood and art by Junior Vigorito. These two ladies were at my adjoining table at, they were my next door neighbors at this comic fest, so we had a chance to talk a fair bit. And Snow is the person who gave me this one. And basically, Snow clearly is a Dungeons and Dragons player. And this is a way in which a dungeon master can add some non-player characters, NPCs, into their campaign. And so comes up with some profiles, some sample profiles for different kobolds and different, goblins. And it's neat, a little profile. And then you've got some real simple stats, you know, your strength, dexterity, constitution, wisdom, charisma, the like, your saving throws, the actions that they can take, some of their background, armor class, hit points, speed, that type of stuff. And so you can see you've got a kobold, you've got a goblin, you've got a kobold. Very thick paper. The whole thing all the way through is kind of a cream cardstock. Yeah. Another goblin. Oh, there's a Snow's business card. Always appreciate when you take the effort to round off the corners. Nice little touch. But anyway, this is really neat. And so kind of a little bit of a helpful piece for dungeon masters. And you can see we've got some links here that I will definitely share with you. My only real issue with this, now Snow was suggesting that she was having trouble with the transferring digitally the information about the characters. She didn't think this came out good. I find that it's good enough to read. I do wear glasses, so that might help, but nothing is so bad that it's totally illegible. So I mean, it works, and probably for the price of the zine, it wouldn't be much. The issue I have with this zine, though, is a technical one, and that is if you look at the staples, flip it over, it's stapled this way. In an ideal world, this would have been saddle stitched. And it's really hard to open as a result. So, you know, it's a live and learn thing. You know, you go with what you got. If this is all you could pull off, you know, if you didn't have a long arm stapler or anything of the sort, you do what you can. It's a nice zine though, and Junior's artwork is very nice. I like it a lot. Kind of fun, kind of playful, kind of almost a Disney animation type look. Very cool. So your party adopted a kobold goblin. If you're a D&D player, this might be good for you. One more. Our last one that we're going to take a look at today is called Growing Up Gerudo, or Gerudo. It's a Legend of Zelda fanzine. And this is written by Stacy Roy Ventura with art by Junior Vigorito, who did the So Your Party Adopted a Kobold Goblin. Nice looking zine, very professionally done. As I understand, Vigorito is an instructor at the Columbus College of Art and Design, and you can tell that there's some talent here. Excuse me. Nice cardstock cover, glossy interiors. Whoop. Nice looking piece. So anyway, what they did here, and I'm not going to do the whole thing, but basically Growing Up Gerudo is a concept that started around 2015. Two nerds playing co-op mode in the Hyrule Warriors game. After a few scenarios, they played another. They got into some role playing, and then they kind of just kept rolling with it, and they created this whole story thread and character thing. And so you can see you've got Link and Ganondorf, and it's neat. They in very nice, professionally laid out work. You can see that they offer all the information you need about the different characters in their little world that you can apparently play through a Legend of Zelda. You can play in a Legend of Zelda series and kind of, if you will, role play, or I don't know if cosplay is the right word, but have some fun with that. And then what they did at the end, after they do this whole group of character pieces, is they actually do some stories, and they call them bedtime stories. Well, this one was bedtime stories. And then they, you know, these are just short stories with the characters that they've created, from Grandmother's House We Run, 5 Years Later, The Caped Keaton, all done with nice adjoining artwork, binding. Really like the art. I Was Kidnapped by a Gerudo. Tale by Beetle the Merchant. And then you can see you've got some artwork here in the back. A lot of nice talent in a very impressive looking package. A little bit about Roy, a little bit about Junior. Guess they had some backers. Nice piece. Real nice piece. I have 3 or 4 more zines by Junior Vigorito. I am going to do those next week. I think 4 is enough for now. We will take a look at the rest of them next week, but this is going to be in the show notes, just like the other 4. What do you think? For a little tiny library comic fest, we got some nice quality stuff out of it. Let me know what you think. Do you find that these small fests work for you? Did you like any of the zines that we took a look at during this video? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, tell your friends, because the more people who get involved with FANzine Live, the more we share, the more community we grow, and the more fun we all have enjoying the world of zines. Some really neat zines here, all very distinct. And I'm looking forward to sharing the next batch with you next week. I had a stack of Marvel and DC comics from like the 80s. I don't even know remember how I did it, but I think I bought like 50 for $10 or something like that. So I would take these comics out and I would just spread them on the table and say, hey, would you do me a favor? I'm trying to get rid of these. We each take one. And so the kids were taking home comics. And, you know, if I can't convert somebody to making comics, I definitely want to get them reading comics. So that felt really, really good. And so I'm very pleased about that. But yeah, so it was very good. Now, there was one kid who totally blew me away. And I'm going to show you that right now. And then I'm going to sign off.
So my name is Isaac. This is my comic. It's called Fireboy 1. It's called Fireboy 1: The Beginning. And these are some of the pages.
Can you turn it around so I can see?
These are some of my pages.
How old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
You're 10 and you do this?
That is awesome.
This is madness.
I made this when I was around 9 years old.
Around 9 years old, you did that. Unbelievable.
And this is my sequel, which is a lot better.
How many pages is each of these things?
This one was about 30 pages.
Yeah?
This one was 65.
Unbelievable.
This one was 54. And I also made a spin-off series.
A spin-off?
It's called Fireboy.
What's this one called?
It's called Fireboy the Survival Situation.
Fireboys.
This one's 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness, that's great. What's your favorite part of making comics?
I love the way it turns out. Like I just get like 30 pieces of paper and work on them. I really love how it turns out. I got better at coloring over the years. And my original books.
Yeah?
These are my old ones. My watercolor books.
Oh my gosh.
These ones were only 16 or 12 to 16 pages.
And what's your name?
Isaac.
Isaac? Hey Isaac, when you get to become a big time comic book artist, can I say I knew you way back when?
2024, I guess.
Okay, very good. Don't stop drawing, buddy, okay? Awesome, thank you.